guys, it is Jen here from JustJen, and today I am coming to you with my empties for March and April of 2020. When March was about halfway through, I didn't have that much. Since then, since we've all been in quarantine and here in Ohio we had a stay-at-home order, I have been going through a lot of products. So I already posted, which I will link in the comments down below or in the description down below, my Bath & Body Works empties, because I had so many empties overall, it was just easier to separate them. So that video is already up, so please check that out if you are a Bath & Body Works fan. I used 17 products between about mid-March and the end of April, so making some progress here. So if you like to talk trash, then stick around because we're going to go through this bin and I will tell you if I would buy it again, if I don't recommend it at all, and we will go from there. So without further ado, we're going to jump on in. All right, so this month I used up a bottle of my Opti-Free Pure Moist. It's 14 fluid ounces. It's a disinfecting solution for contacts. This is my go-to. This doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't irritate my contacts. They stay nice and refreshed throughout the day. So this is what I buy. And typically I buy it at Sam's Club because you can get it in the multi-pack and it's cheaper than buying it at, say, Target or Walmart. So if you are a Sam's Club member, check it out. Next up, I tried out, since I'm at home, I've been kind of testing out some more natural deodorants, because if they failed on me, it wasn't as big of a deal because I'm at home all day long. So this is the Schmidt's Rose and Vanilla Natural Deodorant. It's vegan and cruelty free, and this one smelled good. Let me see if I can get the cap off without making a mess. However, it was very gritty and it made a mess anytime I applied it. So you can see that's what it looked like, and it's almost like sand, like it's just very gritty. And I didn't get to use all of the product because this part, it keeps falling out. So for as expensive as these are, personally, I probably would not repurchase, because if I'm gonna pay, I think these are like $12, something like that, for the full size, and it broke on me partway, I would be really upset. So again, I like the smell. I didn't really like the consistency with the grittiness of it and how it felt in my underarm area. So I would not repurchase. Next up, I tried another natural deodorant, and this is from the brand Native, and I've tried these minis before. I've tried several different scents. This one is the cucumber and mint, and I do really like the Native deodorants. They smell good, but again, and I just lost it on the floor, if I can get it. And it may be because these are sample products that, you know, they've come apart easier, but this one too came apart, but there really wasn't anything left to it. I do like the consistency of these. I do feel like it kept me dry, kept me fresh throughout the day, so I would consider purchasing this again. Either, throwing things at you, either in a mini or in a full size possibly. So I did enjoy that. Next up, I have a sheet mask from Pharmacy. This is the Brightening Coconut Gel Sheet Mask with Collagen, and I believe I got this in an Ipsy. It was nice. I mean, it was a sheet mask. It was the coconut scent was very light, so if you're not a coconut fan, this would still be okay for you because it wasn't over the top coconutty. But yeah, it was, I mean, Pharmacy makes really good products. I like their sheet masks. And if I got it again, I would use it. I don't know how much these cost individually to know if I would actually like repurchase based on that, but this was a good and soothing sheet mask. Next up from Dove, I have a sensitive skin beauty bar. And this is actually what my son and my husband use in the shower. They both have eczema and extremely sensitive skin, and this is what works best for them. So I kept a box to show you guys, but yes, this is their soap. I went through 2 packs of makeup remover wipes. This is the Members Mark version, which is Sam's Club. So you get a big case of them, and it's a lot more cost effective than, you know, going to Target or wherever. I do still like, I think the Neutrogena ones a little bit more, but these work fine. They're just a little bit fragrancy, which I don't necessarily enjoy, but they serve its purpose for the cost. And I think you get 25 wipes in here in each one. No, 20. You get 20 wipes per pack. And in the case, they also give you some travel-sized ones, which is great for when you're traveling, because that's when I typically tend to use these. Otherwise, I use these a lot for swatches and things like that. So next up, I used another sheet mask. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating 100% Hydrogel Mask with hyaluronic acid. It instantly quenches skin, deeply hydrates, and leaves your skin supple and hydrated. I love these. And they're inexpensive, which is nice. And you can get them at Target, you can get them at Ulta, Walmart, wherever. I do enjoy these, and I already have some of my backups, and I would repurchase. This is a great sheet mask. And with this one, it's cut into 2 pieces. So you have a top part and a bottom part. Next up, I finished a Micellar water sample from the Simple brand. This is like one of those squeeze me pouches. It's okay for like travel, but I wouldn't buy my Micellar water in one of these pouches. It just didn't, it was kind of messy. It kind of went everywhere. Not my favorite. The Simple Micellar water is fine. It works fine. I think I prefer the Garnier, but I would use Simple. So I would repurchase, but just not in this packaging. Next up from Pixie, I have the Pixie Skin Treats Nourishing Sleep Mask, and this is an overnight skin nourisher. I got this at Marshall's last June, and I'm just now finishing it up. A little bit goes a long way. It was a great moisturizer, and it was a great consistency. It wasn't too heavy, but it really did leave your face feeling moisturized. Sorry, I'm staring into the camera, and I can't get over my highlight. Like, it's beaming right now. Sorry about that. But yes, I paid like $7.99 for this at Marshall's, and I absolutely love it. I would repurchase this again if I were in need of a sleeping mask, but I have plenty of moisturizers right now, so I don't need to purchase it right now, but I would. I loved it. Highly recommend this one, okay? Next up, I finished up some of the Up and Up Basic Cotton Rounds. Not much to say about those. They're cotton rounds. They work fine. They do their job. I finished up a bottle of my Matrix Total Results So Silver Color Obsessed Shampoo to Neutralize Yellow. So this is what I use when my hair is color treated. I am blonde, but kind of a dirty blonde right now. But when my highlights are in, this does a great job of keeping them nice and light and bright. Right now, like everybody else, my hair needs a lot of help. My roots are bad. My split ends are bad. It's all bad over here. I'm going to be honest. It's just bad. However, I do have, I forgot what I was doing. I do have backups of this already. So I still have the conditioner in my shower because I don't go through conditioners fast because my hair is so fine. I can only use a very tiny bit. So I have the conditioner in my shower, and I do have some more of the shampoos that I got on Black Friday on sale. So when my hair is colored again, I will use that. I finished up a body scrub. This is from Tree Hut. This is the Vitamin C Shea Sugar Scrub. And this was 18 ounces. I loved this stuff. Yeah. It's just a nice, clean scent. The Vitamin C one. It's just a basic Shea Sugar Scrub. A little goes a long way. This jar lasts a while. And I like the consistency of it because it is a little bit more on the coarse side as opposed to being really smooth. So you do really feel like you get a good exfoliation from this. Tree Hut is one of my favorite brands now, thanks to this. So I would recommend this. They have tons of scents, tons of different ones you could try out. I've heard the coconut lime one is to die for, so I think I'm going to try that one next when I use up some of my other scrubs that I have in my back stock. But this one is great and I would recommend it. Next up, I used another sheet mask. This is the Super Beauty mask in Rose, and it's from Honey Jarrett or Jarrett. I don't know how to pronounce that. So it has premium tea and rose extract to brighten and calm your skin so you stay moisturized and rejuvenated. This one was fine. It was a good sheet mask. I'm pretty sure I got it in Ipsy or something at some point. So I'm not really familiar with the brand, but I know it is a Korean skincare brand and it did work just fine. I did enjoy it. It does have a rose scent to it, which is very nice. Like, I loved it. So it does smell good. Next up, my husband and I used from Vitafusion, the melatonin. This is the sugar-free version. And it's 3 milligrams of melatonin per gummy. And you're supposed to take 2 gummies. So we do use this. Sleep has been an issue since we've been in quarantine. Not getting enough sleep, staying up too late. We're just all out of whack over here. So I find that to be helpful. I'm going to take a quick drink of my water. Nothing fun in here, just water. All right, so from Goalie Nutrition, I finished up another bottle of the apple cider vinegar gummies. This has 60 gummies in it. I do enjoy the gummies. I do have a video on my channel that was a review of these, and they really help with my digestion. They have not helped with weight loss, which is kind of sad because I was hoping it would, but it's been worth it as far as my digestion goes, because I was having a lot of issues that were requiring medical tests and trying different medications and things like that, and this has worked. So it's worth it for me for that reason. I know supplements affect everybody differently, so what works for me might not work for you. Next up, I have a Summer's Eve fragrance-free cleansing wash. This is a great wash for the shower. I like that it's fragrance-free, so it's gentle on your skin. I already have one in my shower again, so I have repurchased and will continue to do so. Next up, I did finish a full size of the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Water Boost Micellar Cleansing Water. So I did use that up and I do enjoy it, and it's great for helping to remove makeup. I also used it with the basic cotton pads, so that worked out good. So I would recommend this. I would repurchase. I did like it. All right, we are getting down to some of the nitty gritty here. I finished up a Secret Outlast deodorant. This is my typical deodorant that I use all the time. It's the completely clean 48-hour clear gel. Again, I buy this in bulk at Sam's Club, saves me money. And yeah, it works well, so happy with it. Next up is an item that I did not like at all. And it's a sample, so I was able to get through it, but it's the Sephora Triple Action Cleansing Water, the Matcha Green Tea Extract. Don't feel like this really did much to remove my makeup. I got very few uses out of it to really give it a full judgment, but it was way, way, way too fragranced for me to use on my face. It was over the top fragranced. So for that reason, I would not repurchase. If you don't like really high, like slap you in the face fragrances, not for you. So for that reason, I would not repurchase that. Next up, I have a Dial hand soap. I did not keep all the hand soaps that we went through from March and April. As you all know, we are all washing our hands a ton. So this is actually the type of hand soap that I keep in our bathrooms for my husband and my son because they have eczema. So I kept one to show you. We have probably, I don't even know how many of these we've gone through, to be honest. The Bath & Body Works ones I tend to keep in my kitchen for me to use in there, and we use these in the bathroom. So going through soap like it's going out of style over here. Next up, I have another mask. Can you tell I've really been focusing on the skincare over here? This is from Freeman. This is the Feeling Beautiful Soothing Watermelon and Aloe Cooling Gel Mask. I was really excited about this mask because it was watermelon. I love all things watermelon. Give me all the watermelons and the things. So I was excited about this, and I was expecting, and it's my fault because I didn't read, okay? Yes, the reading teacher did not read, okay? When it said cooling gel mask, I just expected it to be a gel sheet mask. So I ripped the sucker open, and I'm reaching in there to find the sheet mask, and it's just gel. So it's just gel that you put on your face, you let sit, and then you wash off. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a sheet mask, but for that reason I would not repurchase because I just didn't like reaching in and scooping gel out with my hand and putting it on my face. It did smell lovely though, so I'll give it that, but I need to read. So there's that on that. I finished up another set of cleansing wipes. This one had 25 wipes, and it is from the Simple brand. Again, I do like the Simple brand. It's very gentle. It's right up there with Garnier for me, so enjoyed it. I used up 3 bottles of Nexium. Tell I'm getting old over here. So heartburn, whoop whoop. These do work really well. It's the 24-hour extended release caps, and they do their job. They work well. So I can't say enough about them. You only get 14 in a bottle though, so they're kind of pricey. So if you can find them somewhere where you can buy them, like maybe Sam's Club in bulk, get a little bit more for your bang for your buck. I don't know. So that's what I thought about that. Next up, I have a moisturizer from Tarte. This is the Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost moisturizer. It's just a little guy, a little deluxe sample. As you can see, I cleaned that jar out. I love this moisturizer. I've used it many times. I love it. I tend to get free samples of it. I think I've only had to actually purchase it once. I am going to hold on to this jar because it is a great jar. It's sturdy. If you have like product that you need to scoop out of something, this is a good jar to put it in. So if you get these, I would highly recommend keeping the jar because it's worth it. But yes, I would recommend this. I would repurchase it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're almost done, guys. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I finished up 2 perfume samples during this quarantine because I've decided I need to get rid of some of my samples, and why not try them out right now. This one was the K-Ali Vanilla, and I got this in an Allure beauty box. The notes in it are Vanilla Orchid, Tonka Absolute, Brown Sugar, Amber Woods, and Musk. And I will say, I loved this. Is there any left? Oh, I did get a little spray out of it. Oh, yeah. It's good. It does smell so good. But from what I've heard, I'll have to look it up again, but I think this is like well over $100 for a perfume. So if I were in the market for a perfume, I'll be honest, I don't wear perfume a lot. I get migraines easily, so I have to be careful with what perfumes I wear. But if I were in the market for a perfume, I would seriously consider this one. Like, it's really good. I like it a lot. So there's that. The other one I used up is from Givenchy Paris. This is the Live Irresistible Blossom Crush. And the full-size bottle would look like that. I did not like this one. It was just too much. It was too strong. I could smell it on me all day long, which I guess is good if you're wearing a perfume, but it was just a very strong scent. Like I felt like if I were out in public, I would be assaulting people with this. So for me, this is a no. If you really like florals, if you really like florals, you would probably like this one. But I would not purchase that. So the Olay one was the winner for me. Next up, I have a Maybelline Dream BB Fresh 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Perfector. This is the light medium sheer tint. I am actually getting rid of this, not because it is empty, but because it is old. I've had it for well over a year and the consistency is changing. This is typically something I would use more of in the summer months when I don't really want to wear foundation, if that makes sense. That was a good one, but it says it's good for 12 months and it does not really extend past that. So I would buy it again if I were looking for something that wasn't a foundation. I actually think I have one in my backups that I haven't opened yet. So there is that. And I finished 2 moisturizers. This is from Olay. This is the Olay Retinol 24 and the Olay Whips. These are the teeny tiny little guys. I liked the Olay Whips. I thought that one was good. The Olay Retinol was also okay. If I were in the market for a moisturizer, I might consider the Olay ones, but they weren't my favorite, if that makes sense, but they were okay. But honestly, it's such a teeny tiny sample, it's really hard to tell. I don't know. Then these are items that I actually finished up in from my March makeup basket. So back when I told you, back when I did my April makeup basket video, I said I'd use some products up, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember what some of them were. Well, ding, 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 here they are. So I finished up the long-lasting Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray from Catrice, and this was a nice spray. It's a very tiny bottle, but it's nice. It does its job, and you could wear it, you know, on its own. You can refresh the skin. You can use it as a primer. You can use it as a setting spray. So it serves all the purposes. And next I finished up, well, actually I didn't finish up. There's still some in here. I just don't like this anymore. And it started to dry and get clumpy. This is the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. Now this, I mean, this is like an OG. This is from, this used to be like the mascara back in the day, but not so much anymore. Not really a big fan. I do like the wand on it. I do like this better. For me, the wand, because it is a smaller wand, the big fluffy wands, I make a mess. I'm a messy girl. So for that reason, I did like that, but I just don't feel like this mascara really does it for me anymore. So for that reason, I would likely not repurchase. If I ended up getting it with something for free or whatever, I would use it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. And then the last thing that was in my March makeup basket that I used up was the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. And it was just a little mini guy. And I did really enjoy this. Doesn't really have a scent that I remember. It went on smooth, makeup laid great over top of it. So it's a fine hydrating primer. For the price, would I purchase it? Maybe not. Tarte does have, they have a different primer that I really like. I think it goes with the Rainforest of the Sea collection. It goes with this collection. I enjoy that primer. It's also a hydrating primer. So I don't know if I'd buy this, but it is good. If you're looking for a hydrating primer, it's good. Tarte, they make good stuff. So that is all for my empties. And like I said, I did a whole separate Bath & Body Works empties. So I had a lot of empties for the month of March and April. I'm pretty darn proud of what I got through. So If you are new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for stopping by, and until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.